Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. So as you can see, I have 3 Louis Vuitton key clays or key pouches here, and I'm going to make a comparison for you. As I'm sure you all know, there has recently been a price increase on some LV items, and I just wanted to show you my key clays to help you decide if you want to spend your hard-earned money on these items now, especially with the price increase. So I have 2 checkered prints or damier prints, and then I have 1 LV monogram version. I do not have the damier azur print just because I am too afraid of getting that dirty, and I just don't want an item that I have to like baby just to keep it clean. So I opted on not getting the damier azur key pouch. So I'm going to start with my oldest key clay, which is the damier ebene. I got this in 2019, pre-loved. When I got it, it was brand new, and I really loved this item. It was my first key clay, and it matched a purse that I have, and I also have the mini pochette in the damier ebene print. So this just finished the whole basically set for me. I used this very heavily for a couple of months, and then I switched to a different wallet and stopped using it. But I do notice some wear out of this, so I've had this for about a year. And one of the items that I noticed is tarnishing is the zipper. So I'm going to try to zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see. The light might be too bright on that. But there is some tarnishing on the zipper. And I would inquire about getting it kind of fixed, but with COVID right now, I know everything is a little bit slower in terms of service, so I'm just going to wait on that because it's not too bad. But for the fact that I've only really been using this for a couple of months and then I put it away and it's already tarnishing, I don't know how I feel about that. I would like to notice that the zipper is, I don't know what kind of metal this is, but I feel like a normal zipper on a purse is a lot more durable than whatever this material is right here. So that's something to think about. And the zipper, this part right here, the zipper clasp, is the same material on all of the key clays that I own. So I might have to be very careful about the tarnishing on the zipper. Anyways, beyond that, this is the key pouch. This one was made in the USA. And I have this one was made in the USA, so of course it comes with the keychain. You can attach your keys here if you want. I used this part to attach my keys to the pouch, and then I would put all of my cards and cash in the pouch. And this one actually has a lot of the issues that I've seen other YouTubers talk about on their reviews. And I don't know if you can see this, but the stitching on the bottom of this pouch is very loose, so you can see through the bottom of the key pouch, and I don't know if I'm capturing that very well at all, but that means the stitching down here isn't as tight as it should be because you can see through the pouch, like you can see light through it. And see if I can get the inside. Everything else about this is fine. One thing I would like to mention is that, you know, on the website, the key clay is listed as having a certain dimension, but out of all of my key clays, for whatever reason, this one is like the smallest. I can fit the least amount of items in this one. So that's just something to think about. I'm going to put this one away. And it's held up very nicely. So besides the stitching issue and the zipper issue, I do like this. And like I said, once services kind of get back to normal speed, I will inquire about getting the zipper replaced. I don't know if they do that, but I'm going to at least ask. So I'm going to put that there. The next one I got was the Damier Graphite, and I believe this is in the men's section, but I do love dark colors, so I decided to get this one as well. And what I love about this is that it has silver hardware. I am more of a silver girl over a gold girl, and I used this also very heavily. I got this last year in the year 2020. I used this very heavily, and on this one I don't notice any tarnishing on the zipper. Like I said, the material of this, I'm not sure what it is, but it's not like a normal zipper I feel like. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but I don't see any tarnishing on this, even though I used it every day for months. I got a little fuzz on there. I'll fix that while I can see a little bit better, so I don't snag anything I don't need to snag. But I have the receipts inside of this one. I got this directly from the Louis Vuitton website, and it says made in the USA and all that. It's a receipt. So this one, even though it was made in the USA, it does not have the stitching issue. The stitching on the inside of this is honestly a lot better. I mean, you can see like a little bit of bunching in the corners, and the lighting I don't think is good on this at all, but you can see some bunching in the corners, but other than that, this is pretty good. And let me see if I can show you the date code on this. Just because of the way I'm filming, it's kind of hard to see inside of this, but it's black on the inside, which I like that because, I mean, you just can't get this dirty. So even though this is supposedly a men's item, this one is honestly probably my favorite at the time, at this current time, just because it's black and it has the silver hardware, which I said I'm a silver girl over a gold. Alright, this is my newest one. I got this in the year 2020 as well. I do not remember what month, but it might have been either July or August. And it has the gold hardware. This one is not tarnished, and I did use this regularly as well. I do like to switch out my wallets. I think I said that already, but let me go ahead and open this up. This one was not made in the USA. And you can tell that because it doesn't say it on this one versus this one that says made in the USA. This one was made in France. So I finally got a piece that's made in France. That's really exciting. That means the quality, of course, is going to be a bit higher from what I've been researching. And it has this. And that's pretty much it. I think choosing what print you want just depends on what you like. I mean, I just got all three of them because, I don't know, I was just on this key clay craze. So after I got my first Damier Ebene one, I was like, this is amazing. I actually sold all of the wallets that I did own, and now I'm more of a pouch girl versus a wallet girl. So I was like, well, since I don't use wallets anymore, I might as well get me a couple more pouches. So I did. This one is just beautiful. I actually am a fan of the monogram, even though I don't really have any monogram pieces. I think I have this one and one other, but it's just so well made. It's a very classic piece. This is the wallet I'm currently using. So I don't know if all this stuff that can fit in this item will actually fit in these key clays, but I will try. Alright, so I have 14 cards, some cash, and a little bit of change. This actually probably won't fit in any of these card holders, or key holders, but I'll give it a shot. Like I was saying earlier, even though these are all supposedly the same dimensions, this one seemed to be the smallest out of all three for me. So I'm going to try to fit all 14 cards in this pouch. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, so they all fit and it zips up. and nothing is really warped or anything. So my $5 bill is pretty slim. Didn't really make a difference. Still good. Now the change, I think, is what's going to make the difference here, because I have quite a bit of change. Alright, let me try to... Okay, so it closes, but it makes a little hump there, and I don't like the look of that, and I also don't want to stretch anything out here. So I wouldn't put all of this in this key holder. I would probably remove some of the cards and get rid of the change, because I'm not really using change right now anyways. So let's move on to the monogram one and see how this fits in there. Alright, so I have my monogram key holder ready. I'm going to try to put my 14 cards in there first. And those fit just fine. You zip it up. It's perfectly flat. I'm going to put my $5 bill is already in there. Alright, so let me put the change in there. Try to wiggle that around a little bit. Oh, shoot. Drop something. Alright, so this one is still pretty smooth. There, like, I could still fit more stuff in here if I wanted to. Let's see that. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the Damier Graphite. Alright, so I'm going to put my 14 cards and $5 bill. And as you can see, those fit perfectly fine. Everything's nice and flush, nice and flat. Let's add my change. This one also feels a little bit smaller than my monogram one, so maybe the Damier print key clays that are made in the USA just come out a little bit smaller. I'm not really sure why, but it just seems to be that way. Alright, let me just smooth it out a little bit. So it fits pretty good. I could put more in here. I stained this up myself, so that's, yeah. I could fit more in here if I wanted to, but I try not to push these too far, you know, to the brink. I want them to last. Okay, so out of the three, like I said, this one is probably my favorite. I like this one because it is classic, but this one kind of matches more. Actually, no, I can't pick a favorite. I like these two the best. Yeah, so I swap my wallets out all the time, so I do get good use out of these items. Out of all three, this one is the only one that has the tarnished zipper, and I feel like I've used this one the least out of all of the ones that I own, so I'm not sure what's up with that. I would like to also state that I did not get this directly from the Louis Vuitton store. I got this from Tradesy, so I don't know. And also, out of all three, for me anyways, this one appears to have the most room, even though they're all supposed to be the same size. And another thing on this one, you can watch other YouTubers' reviews of Damier Ebene key clays that were made in the USA, but there is the issue with the stitching where you can kind of like see through it, like you can see, you know, through the bottom of it. So this one also does have that issue. This pouch does not have that issue. The stitching is actually very tight. The stitching on the side is so tight that it was difficult for me to even see the date code in it. It might be too dark for you guys to see inside of this, but the date code is right there. So I think they overcorrected that issue on this one, but that's all good. Anywho, that is the end of my comparison video. I hope I did not bore you guys too much. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more videos from me. I will talk to you later.